evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second episode ever of Not Yet Blacked Out Alcohol Review of the Week. And I'm your host, Review Dude. Now, I'm going to start off with some bad news. But then I'm going to bring up good news, because good news is good. You know, I want you to have a good weekend. So, I'm going to give you the bad news real quick and then wipe it out. Bad news over with. So, bad news. This is actually the second take. You're thinking, second take? Are you an amateur? My computer apparently is, because the hard drive just went bloop. So, you know what? Bad news over with. Done with. Forgetting about it. But, you know, there was some good material that's lost the pages of history. No one will ever see it again, except for the lucky few that were here for the live performance, live review. So, over with, done with. I'm excited. All right, I'm excited. I hope you are too. The last video, my new friend, NJ Taps, you might know him from the comment section of my last video. It was his hopes that my video would go viral. Well, I think I could say with certainty, ladies and gentlemen, that we have accomplished that. 40 views. 40. It's quite an astounding number, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even name 40 people. We've had 40 presidents, but a lot of them are dead, so they weren't watching my videos. Let's see. Got mom, dad, brother. It's 3 people I've named. My roommate. Got like 3 old roommates. That's 7 people I know. Obama, most people know him. That's 8 people. 8 people I named. I can't even come up to 40. It's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. 40 people. So, you know, I thank you all for your support, and you're back again. So, I hope you enjoyed this one as much as you did the last one. A little nervous, you know. A lot of people watching me now that my first video was such a success. So, now the second video. What alcohol will I be reviewing? You might be asking. Well, you know what they say. First is the worst, as the saying goes, and second's the best. So you're saying, is this the best alcohol you're going to review? Probably not. No. I know what I'm going to be reviewing. It's not the best. But you know what? Might be the best episode ever, you know. Get a nice, accurate review. So what is it? Not as much backstory to this one as the Alfred Slaughterer in my last video review. But this one, you know, I purchased on behalf of my old roommate. Not the same old roommate as the Alfred Slaughterer old roommate, but a different old roommate. Different old roommate. Make the connections. Different old roommate. So, bought on his behalf for a gathering of friends. And so there was some left over because I bought more than one of these bottles. So he invited me over after he saw my first video. You know, he liked it. And he invited me over to formally review. This is what you've been waiting for. I'm going to be reviewing Croissant's Black Cherry Rum. Black Cherry Rum. The brand is Croissant. So, Black Cherry Rum. What kind of alcohol is it? Well, it's rum, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think the bottle would lie to me. Why would it call itself a rum if it wasn't a rum? Why would they do that? So, it's rum. This one's 21% alcohol. Most liquors are in the 40, 35, 40 range. This, I guess, same type of alcohol percentage is like a Malibu. Coconut, you know, as a lot of people like that coconut Malibu. You know, that nice tropical. A nice tropical. One thing, though, about this bottle that's a little puzzling, you know, just looking at the bottle itself. There's a date up here, 1760. It's a real brain bender, a mind boggler, a boggling brain mind puzzle thing, puzzler. Why? What? 1760? What is that? What does that even mean? Well, I bought this bottle like 2 months ago. I don't think I bought a 200-year-old bottle, you know, for $10. I don't think. What does it mean then? It's not a $200-year-old bottle. Was it when the company was started? Because, you know, that was even before America was born, 1760. I don't know what it means. But you know what? You don't judge a book by its bottle, as the saying goes. So let's feel like I'm missing something, but you know what? Let's just get into it. Let's just do this. Oh yeah, also the tie, I purposely wore a cherry-colored tie for the occasion. Oh, this isn't a whiskey glass. What? You're probably wondering. Solo cup? Where's the class? Where's the class gone? You know, you're just a normal Slobobian now, drinking from a solo cup. Well, it's a trick, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not a solo cup. It is a chalice that appears to be a solo cup, but that is high quality glassware we got there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just dive right into it. It's a beautiful sound. Definitely got a nicer sound to it when it hits this bottle. A whiskey glass, you know, you don't get much of. It sounds like a waterfall. You know, it's pleasant. Right. But let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. I think one more taste, and then one more taste will be enough. All right. So, first impressions. You might want to know, what do I think? Because, you know, that's why you came here. That's why we're here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What do I think of this black cherry rum from Cruzan? It's good. I like it. Good first impressions. So if you leave here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you're off busy somewhere. Maybe you got to leave right now. It's good. You can tell all your friends it's good. But let's get into details. The nitty-gritty. Smoothness. So in my last video, I went on about my rating scale and about, you know, my criteria for judging, the process of reviewing the alcohol. So if you have any questions about, like, oh, why is Review Dude, you know, why is he doing this? Or why is his rating scale this? Well, I would advise you check out my first video, which was a little longer than I had hoped for. You know, we aimed for 5 minutes. I think we're going to make a more accessible goal. That's not the word. A more approachable, a more attainable, realistic even. Why does it have to be an A word? Realistic goal. 5 minutes, you know, I don't want to waste your time. Let's try and make this 7 minutes, you know, cut straight to the chase. Straight to chase. Cut it. Let's cut the chase right now. Smoothness, what'd I give it? Stuck between 5.5. What the fuck?
What? Disconnected again.
Okay. I didn't move the mouse enough. I apologize for my language, ladies and gentlemen. That was by far the most inappropriate thing I've said on the show so far, and I hope you could forgive me for that. I had,
Nope.
as I said in the beginning of my video, this was take 2, and the screen went blank. I had to sign back in. I thought we had to do take 3. And there's been so much good material here. I just, my first reaction was a word which is unforgivable. So, I guess you can't forgive me by definition of unforgivable. So, maybe let's just move on with it. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. So, smoothness. 5.5. I'm just going to go straight out in there and say it. I deliberated a lot in my first take, but you know what? So much technical difficulties. I'm just going to go straight to it. It's 5.5. 5.5 smoothness. Taste. You know what? I did last video. I added a rock to it, make it more smooth. Deliberate. Talk more about it before I go into the taste. Let it ice cube simmer. Now, I did go on last time about ice cubes and them being called rocks. Well, what kind of rock is this, ladies and gentlemen? It's like a half/crescent moon. So instead of a rock, could I call this a moon? Am I adding a moon to my beverage? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have to ask my history teacher, history professor, maybe someone, a historian, why they're called rocks. I don't know. But you know what? Let's try it again. Judge it on taste. 5.5 for smooth. 5 is average. Forgot to mention that. 5 is average. 5.5 on the smoothness. A little better than average. Not. It's good. You know, smoothness, not the best in this category at least. If this was a 40% alcohol, I'm gonna give this a 6 or 7 smoothness. But it's a 20% alcohol. You know, it needs to be smoother. But it's only 5.5. So. But it's good. It's better than average. We're going for 5. So taste. Let's do the taste already. Now, 6.5 maybe. 6 or 6.5. Don't know which. Probably gonna go 6.5. 6.5. I'm gonna go 6.5. So, 6.5. Why? Well, the bottle says black cherry rum. It tastes like black cherry. I like black cherry. It's what I was expecting to get. It's what I got. I like that. You know, company's honest with what their beverage tastes like. Now, it's a little sugarier. Not as sour as a black cherry. I like black cherries. You know, a little bit of sourness is good. This doesn't really have that, so that's why it's not higher than a 6.5. Now, the 6.5, I gave my last one a 7. But this is a different category, you know. Can't really compare it. You know, this is compared to Malibus and other 20%ers. Can't really compare it, you know. Different price bracket, different, you know, whatchamacallits. But some 6.5 for its category. Not in the broader range. So, I guess you're saying, be consistent, review, dude. Come on, be consistent. Are you judging by categories, or are you rating by the grand scale of the alcohol, fine wine, and spirit store? Well, I can't compare. I would need 2 rating scales. And you know what? Maybe as I evolve as a reviewer, maybe, you know, it could be a little better judging criteria. But this one's a 6.5 in its category. I think it's better than most Malibus, but it's still not. It's not as. It's too sweet. Too sweet. That is. It's black cherry that they just dumped sugar in, but it's still good. 6.5. It's better than the average, which is 5.5. So it's good. Now mixers. The final category. Mixers. What do I mix this with? Well, This was initially purchased to be used in a punch recipe, which involved Bacardi Superior, Black Cherry Crouton rum, which is this, and Hawaiian punch and some fresh fruit. And it was pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. It was pretty good. So I'd say punch is the best mixer. If you were to only pick one of the ingredients of that entire punch, Hawaiian punch would be the best mixer. Now, since it's only 20% alcohol, you might only need 50-50. 50% rum, 50% Hawaiian punch. But, yeah. So that's your mixers. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5.5 for the smoothness. The rock didn't really change much. Last time, it was different. I had 40% alcohol you're reviewing. This one, no difference. Really no need to add the rock in this one. But taste was 6.5 for its category. Not in the entire fine wine and spirits, but in its category, 6.5. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Price-wise, it was only like $10 because it's meant to be used as a mixer. So it's a great price for what it's for. You're supposed to use it as a mixer. Now, I wouldn't drink this straight. You need a mixer for this one. My last review, I would say I wouldn't use a mixer. This one, you kind of need the mixer. I would use the mixer for this one. You don't want to drink this straight. It's too sugary. In fact, maybe Hawaiian punch might be too sugary to drink this. Maybe, I don't know, it's too sugary. But 6.5 is good. 5.5 smoothness. I think I'll leave you with that, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the second episode of Not Yet Blacked Out Alcohol Review of the Week. I have been your host, Review Dude, and I wish you all good night. And the first take, I forgot to cheers. But I guess that's why the computer crashed, because it knew I couldn't leave you without a cheers, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you a good night and a good weekend as well.